versus Valera. Let the games begin.
Basically, you want a mulligan in a way where, for control decks, you want a mulligan for the most amount of answers generally. I've like really learned that playing Cthulhu Warrior a lot recently. It's like you almost never keep cards that Cthulhu's chosen just because like control against like aggro minion based decks, it's more about not like you still play minions, but the minions are there to give your deck inevitability. It's not really there to play on curve, kind of. And I think for control decks more than tempo decks, your mulligans don't change based on coin. Like you just always keep Slam, Fire War Axe, Ravaging Ghoul, and like Disciple of Cthulhu, basically the removal cards. It's kind of the same for this situation in a way. I'm gonna play the stronger minion first here. I mean, it plays around Backstab, Tomb Pillager to have Water Elemental out instead of the 3/5s. I'm not in any hurry to ooze. Definitely playing 4-drop over ooze. I'll use ooze when just whenever. It's not anything important to play. Refreshment or heals me, at least gives me the... I don't even want the map, because it's like 2 mana. If I top deck it, then I don't have time to play the map. This is not a matchup where the map matters, so this is better. Wait, I mean, actually, technically, no, this is still better. If you count everything, this is better. I was saying, technically, you said Brand for this, it can heal for 4 more, but that's turn 7, and do I really... I think it's not good. Chance you draw a map is like 1 in 20-ish every turn, and then you have to play that as a combo turn 7, where those turns are generally too late to play 2 minions like that. You need to like Flame Strike or use removal. I like building minion tension these turns. So over Torch here, I guess Torch I can still technically use all my mana with Ooze, but then I don't get to Ooze the Deadly Poison, potentially. That might be still better actually. But yeah, these are the best turns, like turns 4 to 6, the Pressure Rogue, like force them to use spells instead of playing a minion, because those are their minion turns. Perhaps. So it's like a good turn to play at least, because it's 3/5 against this, but I guess I still like this better. I still have a Fireball. Without the Fireball, this decision would probably change. That way, if I don't have the Fireball, I have no way to take out Gadgetzan. Acolyte, Ping, Reno don't care about tempo. That's not true. I extremely care about tempo. Because this is like... This mage still is kind of minion heavy. Like, a vast majority of my deck is minions. If you don't, like... Say you do a weak move, like just card draw. At that point, when they pull too far ahead on board, you won't be able to get, like... You'll basically be stuck playing only reactive spells. I'm not really like on a Control Warrior skill where I can actually kind of do stuff like that. I actually do need to rely on trading, basically. Somewhat. Okay, I got a good trade there with Ooze into his Drake. Very good trade. Which 5-drop do I play? It's one of the 5-drops. Both run the same against Deadly, because I already have a 3/5 or 3 health minion against Deadly. Both backstabs are gone. It basically comes down to what I actually want to play this turn. Not really the body. Would I rather cycle? I mean, I have Flame Strike and Blizzard in my deck. I can get a probably higher chance to get it from Conjure, though. Brand Conjure is probably better than Brand Drake, but even then, it's not really that much.
It. I got it.
I think I like... Ooh, this is hard. All of them are good. Well, actually, I guess these two are good, but Drake Blast, I can take him out. Whereas Frosta can buy me turns through Conceals.
Get back.
I think I'm more likely to lose the turns through conceals, or I have a fireball to take him out, even though that's 4 mana. It's like, it's harder for me to play everything at once, but Frostmoves will drastically affect this matchup, like Conceal, especially against decks that are running Conceal. There's a N'Zoth variant of Miracle Rogue where Frostmote is not as good against, maybe, but against this like Cold Blood Conceal variant, like this card is, I think, like the key card. I've played Rogue against like this Mage as well, both ways a lot, and Frostove and Blizzard are the biggest ways to shut them down. So that's both Cold Bloods. He's already used one Eviscerate. The burn left in his hand is one more Eviscerate and Leroy. No, I guess Deadly Poison. This is 16. So I have the Nova here. What am I looking for exactly? I need a Polymorph effect. I can Nova Fireball. I can die to Leroy immediately this turn. I don't see a way around that. Doomsayer's never going off here. You still have Sap left. Another Eviscerate. 4 damage here with a knife. It's just, I mean, it does like kind of force him to deal with it, but Sap isn't, it's like too cheap a way to deal with it as well.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
He played too many minions. Okay, so if I Cold Light, I can get Ice Block. And Polymorph, let's say, it's not enough mana, huh? As long as I get Ice Block, then I can Polymorph with Reno on turn 10. Oh, I see. Okay, let's just do that. Brand Cold Light and go for that. That's like 18 cards. I'd draw both. I just don't see another way I can win. I guess technically Conjure, but... Entice Block. Still have to get the Polymorph after. Ooh, Nova. I should probably die here, even with Nova. Because he still has Eviscerate Leroy, and that's exactly lethal with the weapon. I just drew him his whole deck too. But yeah, like these freeze effects are really good. It's just his turn was so powerful on the Van Cleave. It's just all that tempo I need to catch up on. Needed to deal with 8-4 Gatterzan, need to deal with Van Cleave. I mean, it's not that bad to leave up 8-4 Gatterzan. Like I could have, I guess, like just left him up as well. But then I could have done like instead of Fireball turn, could have like used Conjure, try to draw some stuff. Maybe he doesn't have, or he doesn't know what it's in his deck. I don't know. This way he played seems really weird, because now he doesn't have lethal if I freeze again. Because he uses weapon. What did he kill? He killed my Bran. I guess Bran's scary, but it's still not right. I need a cycle here. I mean, Doomsayer forces him to sap it, but he still does have sap. I guess I can hope his last card. He can technically get Sap the Acolyte too, if he's smart. I guess there's no reason to play Doomsayer, right? The more I think about it. Because he would just Sap the Acolyte too. I'm still picking him. I don't think I win by racing him this game. It's more about I need to get the Ice Block Reno, and then I need to find a way to Polymorph. Like I need to do all this stuff for control. It's like the way I win is surviving, I think, not through the race. But yeah, I have a lot of tempo to catch. Like I need, I guess, like estimate like 20 mana to control him. But I only have 10 mana a turn. I need to cast Reno, Ice Block, Polymorph. Like there's, it's like I have so many things to cast before I can control him. Is the main problem here. He has like another Gadgetzan, another Drake, another Tomb Pillager, probably even another Conceal.
like you.
So many wonderful poisons.
Ice block. Flame Strike's not going to save me because of this Fin Cleave. That's 10 damage, so even with Flame Strike and Torch, I don't like just desperate now, huh? I'm stuck on the Ice block troll, I think. Yeah, he has more than 30. Reno doesn't save me. Okay, so this is actually like Conjurer, because the only card I have left is Ice block. That's good for me with Azure Drake, but Conjurer I can get Frost or Ice block. No, I'm dead. I actually think maybe, yeah, if I get Frostmo, it might even be better than Ice Block, because I have a Doomsayer still. If I get another Frostmo there, Frostmo and Doomsayer, I actually think this one has a... I actually think maybe he wasn't able to clear it, but... I guess he could clear it with Leroy if he has that. I mean, I've seen the Dragon Warrior control lists. I don't think it does anything better than Cthulhu Warrior. They have slightly better minions because of the dragon minions. But then, I mean, your late game minions are way worse. Like, I guess you cash in your Cthulhu value from Twin Imps and Ancient Shield Bearers and Cthulhu. Those are better. But the better early game minions, Alexstras's Champion, and I guess like 4 mana, 3/6 Taunter. It's my last turn to play Doomsayer safely. I think I don't like it. I can play it later on as a mage. I might still play it next turn depending on what he plays. But if he drops like heavy hitting stuff like Flame Imps or... I'm not sure what Juggler. I hope that's 2 abuses. Ooh, perfect. I mean, I don't get to save Flame Claw for Tentacles, but that was just 3 good targets. And I'm removing two Sergeants is 4 damage. You have to get 4 Tentacles for 4 damage. And then I'm also getting Divine Shield, playing it for tempo, so I even traded for the Squire. In fact, he even had to pump the Squire to trade for it, so that was just too good. Actually, this turn was a misplay. I was like, for some reason I just spent the whole turn talking and then just clicked it, but this turn I should have played Doomsayer, like 100%, because this is hard to trade in Doomsayer 2 into 7. He would need, like, I guess he just can't make a PO. It would mostly basically be he'd have to Crazed Alchemist it or bust. And I think if I just make him tap his turn 4 and pass, it's already pretty much a lock on the game. It's just too slow an opening for Zoo at that point. And technically I don't even have Froststone in my hand. So I'd very likely have just like busted him with the Doomsayer. Do I want to use Fireball or Torch here? So I'm going to Torch the Wolf or Fireball the Wolf. Torch is cheaper. Fireball does more damage. I mean, I wouldn't really mind drawing the Roaring Torch either since it's only 3 mana for 6 damage. If I need to do 4 damage to like Gormox, it's actually cheaper to save the Fireball. And looking at this curve, I don't really need like 3. I don't like turn 5. I'm not going to like Torch Doomsayer that much. I'm just going to use Torch. I think I like that better. It's definitely consideration. Like, I think a lot of people don't give this move a thought. Like, you just instantly torch instead of Fireball. But I see good players do that all the time. Even for Tempo Mage, I see like people save Frostbolt over Fireball a lot of times against Zoo.
Put this apple on your head.
This guy, so basically, that guy is the only guy that survives Flame Strike These guys aren't even close to surviving Flame Strike, even with Defender of Argus. Whereas if I like ping that on turn 6, it could still get Argus and survive Flame Strike. It's also the most damage. I mean, it's the same damage as Juggler, I guess. They're both 2, but over 2 turns, that guy's definitely going to do more damage, right? Because it grows. Whereas Juggler just does the damage. Yeah, and then also for Argus, it's like all these I can kill with Flame Strike. So do I ever die next turn? 5. He has 10 damage on board, I believe. Ooh. No, he has 9 damage on board. Yeah, I can definitely die. It's not even close. Okay, Blizzard here. Blizzard and a Flame Strike or Blizzard and a Reno, depending on how many minions he plays. If he plays a very weak turn, I could just Reno next turn. I do need to get the Reno out of the way, though. Like, say I play Flame Strike this turn, whatever he plays next turn I'm dropping Reno into. Technically I can play it with Doomsayer next turn, or another 2-drop, which is actually pretty good.
Interesting.
But if I play Reno here, if he goes all face, then I can like punish him with Flame Strike, like even these will die. If he trades for Reno, it's not that good for him. Like either move kind of makes sense. I'm technically not getting any more value from Reno, right? Because if I Flame Strike the Reno next turn, I'm still only healing for 16. Probably. And since this is my last AoE in my hand, I think I like this more. Like Tentacles, or just anything. This is not only good against Tentacles. Flame Strike clears pretty much every single Zoo minion. So I can clear this turn's drops as well.
Put this apple on your head.
Most of the time. Actually, I'm not even sure if that was good. I mean, it turned out good, but it's actually risky. Like, PO into Doomguard would be really bad for me. It's not going to be clearable. I see a scrappy board. I have a Frost Nova, my Blizzard's gone. Cycles me 2 cards. It has relatively high health to trade. Like, it's better to drop 4 health mains here than something like Ooze and Dullnose. Just dump more damage into my minions. This is still looking hard. I almost could see myself having to Cabal's Tome YOLO this game still. I mean, I do have Archmage Ice Block. There are some potential moves like that. Archmage Ice Block both threatens lethal because 17, 2 fireballs, Archmage is lethal, and means that I can't die. So he has to dump 7 damage into Archmage. That's not near, like, that's not half bad, actually. Let's see if I can do a better move. Let's see, 1, 2, 6 mana, Torch. I think I like another move better. Play this, Torch, Blood Mage. Create a huge board here. I mean, not Blood Mage, Doomsayer. Oops, that would have been really bad. You know, he's used so many pumps. He's used both Abuses, both Direwolves, both POs. What if he actually can't kill Doomsayer here? I guess Doomguard is like, but yeah, it's actually not 100%.
Get it out! Get it out!
I guess he's killing it. Wait, did he miscount? Oh, he has, okay, he has Soulfire. Or something like that. Yeah. More recoil.
Almost out of time.
Now I'm probably stuck with this move. I think I should still win this game, actually. I mean, technically this is bigger. Twilight Drake block, I can even combine it with an Ooze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will have 7 health, same as Archmage, and Ooze will have 2. Ooze is kind of irrelevant. I don't think I like it.
You require my assistance.
Okay, so he has to kill this or he dies. And he can't kill me because of the block. If he takes a trade there, it's kind of easy pickings to kill the 8-3 off. I have a Fireball. Maybe I can grind him out. It's important for me not to play Cold Light. Wow, does he think he can win by not tapping? That's 100% misplay. He'll never win like that. I like this more, it just gives me the discounts on all my cards compared to Twilight Drake and Ooze, or Twilight Drake and Ping. I mean, he was scared dying, like playing around 13 double Fireball kills him. I find it so hard that he's gonna win like this by not tapping and trying to grind me out or something. I can get this Drake bigger with Cabal's Tome first. Maybe play, let's see, 7 mana, 8 ping. I guess there's no need. I mean, he'll never win the value game. I have Tome for Valiant. I also have, like, Ragnaros. Sylvanas left in my deck. It's not exactly what I wanted to see, but I'll leave the same amount of power, right? If I ping Imp Gang, I still leave up the other guy, so it's like 3 power either way. It's like harder from the trade though with less minions.